defund MPD? Then let's go meet somewhere and not tell them.
Come on!
MPD's
protecting you!
This was the scene as hundreds of pro-fascist militia members descended on our nation's capital to commit violence in the name of Donald Trump and the right-wing ideological project. While they were met with opposition, the images show an ominous and stark reflection on American society since Trump first rose to power. All of this still wasn't all that surprising, given how the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, Three Percenters, and other far-right fringe groups tied to white nationalism were galvanized and emboldened under the Trump administration the very first time.
Do you want to call them? What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
White
name.
supremacists and
who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left. I'll tell you what.
Shortly after the president declined to denounce them, the Proud Boys were online celebrating and claiming victory. On Telegram, a group leader wrote, "Standing down and standing by, sir." Also, a new logo with the president's words appeared. The Proud Boys are a far-right group founded in 2016 that often supports white supremacist ideas and violence.
Regardless of how the right wing has tried to spin Trump's infamous debate line, the group heard the message loud and clear, and Trump's policy platform directly aligns with the goals of these hate groups, chiefly reinforcing white nationalist ideas.
There were violent confrontations between far-right groups and anti-fascist counter-protesters. Meanwhile, the leader of the Proud Boys hate group, Enrique Tarrio, was arrested Monday on misdemeanor property destruction charges after he publicly admitted to tearing a Black Lives Matter banner off a historically black church in Washington, D.C., and setting it on fire last month. Police say Tarrio had illegal high-capacity magazines of ammunition on him when he was arrested. Shortly after the attack, Tarrio told the Washington Post, quote, "Let me make this simple. I did it."
Now it's turned to the Proud Boys' de facto leader, Enrique Tarrio, who has quite the backstory.
Reuters revealed Wednesday the group's leader, Enrique Tarrio, has a past as a prolific informer for federal and local law enforcement, repeatedly working undercover for investigators. Reuters cites the transcript of a 2014 court hearing where a prosecutor argued for a reduced sentence for Tarrio in a case by telling the judge, quote, "I've never had a client as prolific in terms of cooperating in any respect." He's talking about cooperating with the government.
Reuters journalist Aram Roston dropped this bombshell report detailing Tarrio's snitch status just weeks after his arrest for burning a church's BLM banner.
Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStrom Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
The federal prosecutor, an FBI agent, and his own defense lawyer listed sort of numerous cases in which Enrique Tarrio had cooperated with local authorities and investigations, including multiple undercover investigations, they said. And on the federal level, they said he helped put prosecute 13 people on federal cases. We thought the significance was because, of course, his current organization, the Proud Boys, is very closely linked to this, to the investigations that's going on now by the FBI into what happened at Capitol Hill on January 6th.
While Tarrio's apologists will say that he's a government plant deliberately trying to discredit and destabilize the far-right militia movement, Tarrio has, at least that we know of, never worked with the feds to target militia members, white supremacists, and other far-right domestic terror groups since his informant days from 2012 to 2014, aiding investigations into illegal cannabis grow houses and gambling operations, just to name a few.
At least 5 Proud Boy members or known Proud Boy members were arrested. And so they're embroiled. They're clearly part of that investigation.
And do you have any information that that Enrique Tarrio is an informant today?
No, certainly no. We do not have that information.
While Sorton's article, which we'll link below, did mention that Tarrio occasionally notified law enforcement about upcoming Proud Boy rallies, that's a far cry from providing tangible evidence for investigators to prosecute his fellow militia members.
Tarrio was the Proud Boys' connection to Donald Trump and his allies. I spoke to Roger Stone, one of Trump's top confidants, who told me in an interview that he'd been advising the Proud Boys for years leading up to January 6th and was a good friend to Tarrio.
Stemming from his role in orchestrating the January 6th Capitol riots, Tarrio was slapped with a 22-year prison sentence under a seditious conspiracy charge, which was all undone with one stroke of the pen by Donald Trump.
So this is January 6th. These are the hostages. Approximately 1,500 for a pardon.
Yes.
Full pardon.
Is there now a place for them in the political conversation?
Well, we have to see. They've been given a pardon. I thought their sentences were ridiculous and excessive. One of the guys took down a flag that was an anti-American flag, and he was given years in jail. I don't know the exact number, but he was given many years in jail. I thought it was very excessive. And at least the cases that we looked at, these were people that actually love our country, so we thought a pardon would be appropriate, yeah.
If this doesn't send a clear signal that political violence is encouraged and legally justified as long as you're attacking Trump's enemies, then I don't know what else does.
There's absolutely nothing I will apologize for, because I did nothing wrong, the Proud Boys did nothing wrong, and American patriots did nothing wrong. Asterisk, there might be some people in there that were violent, but the process was corrupt, so they do deserve a pardon.
Tarrio held this fiery press conference immediately after his release from prison from Trump's pardon.
What's your association at this point with Proud Boys?
We've made the decision 4 years ago not to tell the media what our structure is, but I'd suggest that the media should stop calling me ex-Proud Boy leader.
So you are still a leader?
That's all. That's the only comment. That's the only comment I'm going to give you.
Stuart Rhodes is the Oath Keeper, a founder or leader of the Oath Keeper.
Yes.
Is he still in jail?
No, he got his sentence commuted, so he's out.
Okay.
I talked to him a couple times. We're putting some things together to make liberals' heads explode. But
well, I do eagerly await that.
And by the looks of this report from Miami New Times journalist Alex DeLuca, Tarrio isn't bluffing and is reportedly eyeing a congressional run in the near future in none other than Matt Gaetz' old district. While he's admittedly still not set on a run for federal office, the fact that he's considering it says all you need to know about the sad state of our country and where we are currently at.
If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.